Welcome everybody, Cam here. Hope you're absolutely well and wonderful. A little bit of a change from the norm. I'm actually done a tips and tricks video and I only expected it to be a couple and it got quite large, so apologies for that, but I'm hoping that there's something for everybody in there. If you find that there are any tips that I'm missing or need reminding about, please do stick them in the comments. I really do appreciate any positive feedback like anybody does. And also apologies if I sound a bit wavery in some of the bits and pieces. I do this over a couple of days and I suffer from anxiety and stress over real life, and some days were good, some days were bad. I do find making the videos fabulous for my health. If you do like the video, please like. If you don't, okay, I take that on board. And if you want to subscribe, that's brilliant. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, on with it. So first tab you get is general. So what I suggest is you actually change your game world to Naves here, or Naves game, because that's really a basic game and everybody starts out on that. It's more forgiving game. And change your settings to this. Under the basic tabs, I suggest that you change all your settings to this. Under the advanced tab, I suggest you change it to this. And under multiplayer, who cares? You're not playing multiplayer, are you? If you are, go and play on a multiplayer server. Once you're actually loading into the game, you can see there are little tips and tricks down the bottom here. If you press left and right on your mouse or whatever the console button, it is worth reading these. And then you pop into the game. First thing you get is a message like this saying, "Dear friend, peace be with you," and click continue to that, and it should start you up with the intro quests. So first thing you do is do the intro quests because it gives you 4 skill points. So to get wood, punch a tree. Get rocks, find them on the floor. To get plant fibers, punch the grass. When making clothes at the beginning, don't just stop at the shirt and don't just stop at the pants. Cover them as much as you can. Just get plant fiber because these will add to little bits of stats here and there. As you can see, even the hat will give you good heat resistance. When grabbing any resource, go right to the end because you'll get an extra bit. Just jumped up by 30 wood. Get feathers, rob a nest. If you want any more feathers, take it apart. To destroy something with your axe, click the left button. To repair it, hit the right button. So after all that, you should get 4 skill points. First ones I would put them in, if you were me, would be I'd go into strength. I'd put one into sexual Tyrannosaurus, which gives you good stamina when you're hitting things, or well, when you're hitting things. Pummel Pete, so you can make a bigger club, and also you can hit a marder on the head. In intellect, personally, I would go for better barter so I can get better deals when I'm paying and selling to traders. And also the daring adventurer, so I get better rewards when I hand them in. When attacking with a club, try and hit the zombie on top of the head for more damage. When you get to the trader, first thing you really want to do is mark him up on the map. That way, you're not going to lose him. Also, search around. You might find things that you can use straight off, like this forge. If you need any antibiotics, take apart a stump. It can give you, in certain times, a jar of honey that will cure your infection. If when you get into the game you end up in the snow biome, re-roll. You do not want to start here because it's full of horrible things such as the frozen lumberjack and also lions and the occasional bear, and they will kill you if the cold doesn't. Snow biome is the hardest biome you can actually live in. I would suggest you don't do this until you're really familiar with playing the game. And also you can combat things such as the bears, lumberjacks, and also the cold itself. Please don't attempt this on the first try. This is the burnt biome. Normally you will find this down around about, I always find it around about the east way. You'll find the snow one up in the north. It's not too bad a biome, to be honest with you. But you do get the odd dog, which is pretty horrible, and also the burnt corpse. This is the forest stroke lovely biome. That's all you can really call it. This is where you want to re-roll the first time that you actually play the game. And you might find that you quite enjoy playing in here because it's got all kinds of nodes, which you'll see later on. And this is a desert biome where you get coyotes and you get birds trying to kill you all the time. But also this is where you can get the oil shell. Oil shell is one of the ores that you can make gas from. This is oil shell. You find this only in the desert, so if you need to mine it, you'll have to come down here. This is an iron node. Iron node for making things. Also, you can sell it if you need to. This one's a lead node. This is a coal node. Instead of burning wood, you can burn coal in your fire or in your forge. And these are nitrate nodes. Nodes can be mined on the surface and also underneath. And some nodes go quite deep. If you want to make a bit of easy money at the start, if you look at how much iron I've got, it's worth 268. Now if you were to turn that into turret ammo, now if you look at the price you can get for them, it's nearly trebled if not quadrupled. Food is all around you, such as potato plants, corn, goldenrod for tea, blueberries, even yucca. All of these are around and you can make seeds from them if you've got enough and some clay, and then you can start your own farming. Try not to put any skill points into things such as workbenches or forges. Not only can you buy them at some stage, but sometimes you can actually find them and it'll save you a skill point. If you've got a wrench, always take apart the ACs, as you can come across the brass radiator, which you can scrap for brass and sell, or you can make bullet casings with. Always scrap things if you don't need them. Best cars you can take apart are the ones that you can actually search. Not only can you get something when you search it, batteries are worth quite a bit depending on what their level are, and radiators you already know about. Engines you can actually keep or sell, they're worth 210, or you can make them into vehicles or generator parts or even power tools. Otherwise you can just scrap them and you can get mechanical parts. Glass jars can be refilled with murky water. Murky water, you can boil this at any fire that you've got to make boiled water. Use frames to get up to high areas. If you're really good at it, you could even find some really good loot areas. Get down quick, buy some of those shits from a vendor, then you can jump off. No damage. If you look at the bottom of your bar, you can see these two little bars. You've got one which is green, which tells you how much food you've got in. One which is blue, which is to do with your water, and this is your EXP bar. When these obviously go up, this will reset and give you another skill point. These will go down and down and down as you start using things, and the way to actually bring it back up is to eat things, such as honey. If you find that you need to make some room quick in your inventory and you've got too much food, just eat it. Even though you're eating it and it fills up your bar, anything that's not wasted will actually just stay in your bar until needed. As you can see, the food is completely slowed down now. If you put any ladders down on your base or anywhere else, if you take down the bottom two rungs, then zombies can't get to you. Well, not easily, because they can't jump, but you can. If you're playing multiplayer, even if you lock one of these doors and make the best door in the world, people are still going to get in somehow while you're off. Easiest place to hide your stash is literally hide it where they least expect to find it. Don't forget to always take dead horrible bodies apart. You get bones and you get dead flesh, and in this case you also get leather. But you can't get anything from zombies you've just killed. All those bones I've been telling you about and murky water, with that you can make glue, but you will need a fuel source and also a cooking pot. Just type glue in and make as much as you want. Glue with cloth can make duct tape. Duct tape with forged iron can make repair kits. Repair kits repairs everything really. Dead vending machines you can take apart. Get things such as forged steel and forged iron. But whatever you do, don't take apart a live one. And whatever you do, do not buy food from one of the vendors. Always buy it, if you have to, from a vending machine. As you can see, this is 60. This is 40. This is 20. Here they can even cost nearly double, so don't do it. If along the way you do come across some better weapons and you want to sell or get rid of anything that's old, look at the sale price of this, it's 42. If I actually scrap this, parts are actually worth double. If at any time you want to put a modification on a gun, be aware, as soon as you hit the modify button, it unloads the bullets. So make sure you reload. Crouching down can actually give you more damage. Before you sell a gun also, if you really want to sell it, if you modify it and put an old modification on, actually increases the price. 2 for 1 really. If you want to get rid of encumbrance, you need to find or make things such as pocket mods. There are armor mods, and there's clothing mods. The armor mods will go on armor. And the pocket mods go on to things like sweatshirts or anything made of normal cloth. As you can see, this is making more pockets available to me. If you ever come across anywhere that's got a cracker book written on it, loot it, because this is where you're going to find your schematics and all other nice things that you can find in books. Don't forget to pole up onto roofs. You'd be surprised what you can find without having to go through loads of boards. If you happen to come across anything like nerd glasses give you +1 intellect. So if you look here, I can buy these at 850 and these at 68. You've got a spare skill point and you find that you can't get both dimwit to actually open up better bartering. The way you can do it is put your glasses on, go back in. As you can see, it's now giving you an extra one. Better Barton's now open for you. Pick Salesman, and that will give me better prices and also access to better gear. If I take off the glasses, you'll see the price has gone up again. If you come across any of these carcasses, take them apart. You'll thank me later. Birds' nests also have eggs. Grab them. Search every one that you come across. Chickens are stupid, but they can outrun you. Make a bone knife as soon as you can. That way you get more. One of the best places to get easy cobblestone and easy cement is actually a Shamway's food factory. As long as you don't mind putting a little bit of legwork in. Quite good for food as well. After you've robbed a safe, you get to take them apart, because you get steel and iron. You can get steel on top of lights. If you scrap anything for brass, be aware you don't make as much as you do from putting it in the forge in the first place. So if I scrap 4 of these, I will get 150. Put it in the forge, same amount. In the forge you get 200. If you ever get to the point where your inventory is too full for you to pick up anything else, there's a nice little trick. Start making something, or a lot of them. Start scrapping. A couple of items. Pick up. Cancel. And as you can see, no room in inventory. Crafting has been halted until space is clear. When you get home again, just cancel and it will chuck everything that you want on the floor. If you ever get a chance to either buy an auger or make an auger, do it. Because not only is it a great tool for actually digging out the ground and also digging out ore, they also make great ways of getting through to areas that you want to get through. They also make great lockpicks. Be aware that some of the drugs in the game can actually affect your water. And also with these painkillers -40. So if we use them, you can see the water bar is starting to go down. So after you've done it, take a few drinks. If you go into skills, if you click on here perk books, it shows you which perk books you've picked up and which perk books that you still need to pick up. Now if you collect all of these, say, then you get an extra at the bottom. So in this case, silencers have no damage penalty. With Tech Junkie, you can get bulk craft or rocket turret ammo, which isn't brilliant. Wasteland treasures, harvest military fibre, and things like Spear Hunter, power attacks do more damage. So it is worth collecting all of these, even if you don't really want to use some of them. One thing you can do is if you've got all your skill points spent and you're thinking to yourself, I really do want to make something different. It could be that you want to get a really good shotgun, or you want to build some, put it into Grease Monkey and build loads of different vehicles. Then you can actually visit one of your trader friends here and you can buy Grandpa's Forget or something like that elixir, where it resets your skill points. Now when you go into skill points, you've got more back. Land claim blocks and sleeping bags. Now sleeping bags are used to respawn on, so if you put them down, boom, there you go. Also it should stop any zombies from spawning within the area as well. Land claim blocks. Now if like me you get rid of them at the beginning of the day, you can still make another one. Once made, you can either place it on the ground or in the ground. Please be aware you can't do it near any POIs. But once you put it down, there you go. Should mean that you don't get any zombies spawning in that area as well. If you want to get rid of it, just press return or whatever key it is on your console and remove it. There are 3 kinds of the same zombie you can get. This is the normal zombie janitor. See, he's got 150 hit points. This is the feral version. As you can see, he's got glowing eyes and he's got higher hit points. This one is the irradiated version, you can tell by the green glow. Also very higher hit points, so be aware of which one you're trying to tackle and make sure you can do it. If you open a door to an area and you're not quite sure if you're going to get swarmed, just stick a hatch down. Make sure you got it around the right way though. As you can see, I'll get you. Watch out for mines, they're all over the place, including in front of vending machines. If you happen to have a paintbrush and you want to paint something, what you do, say if I want to put storage down, I want that particular storage to tell me something, bring up your paintbrush, hold down your reload or your take all button, change it to materials, and you can pick it to whatever you want. Press escape, and then paint it. You can change the shape of things. I mean, take for example this frame. If you want to change it, what you do is you click on your reload take all button, whatever it is, and it comes up with this menu here. Pick shape, pick the different kind of shape you want. Let's say that. I'm going to press escape to come out, and all of a sudden I've got that shape. There are 4 types of goggles or eyewear that you can get in the game, 5 if you want to count the night vision goggles, although that might be more handy in multiplayer. You've got Tough Guy, gives you fortitude. Nerdy, which gives you extra intellect, crafting times less and a bit of XP gain. Lucky Goggles, which is loot bonus. and also ski goggles. Now these can differ in strengths, as in loot bonus can go up to 4 or 5 even, I think, in some cases, and it all depends when you want to wear them. So you might want to wear nerdy glasses when you're literally running around trying to get XP, and then you can put on the lucky goggles when you want to loot something. Gets to it even better. Vending machines restock every day, so if you buy anything, and then wait a day, it's restocked. Vendors take a few more days. If you're in the map and you want to put a quick waypoint on, so you can just find something quickly, just right click and pick the quick one. If you actually want to mark it up, it could be anything really, like a trader, and it goes. If you want to get rid of it, all you got to do is click on the one you want and then click this one here. If you come across one of these, and they're quite rare, take the treasure map. Whatever you do, once you've read it, make sure you bring Sept to unlock it with. If you do find a book or a schematic, if you have a look at it, there's an icon right next to it. If it's a closed book, it means you haven't learnt it yet. If the book is open, it means you've already read it. Quick tip, if you do come across a big church, get into a basement, it's actually got a library down there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've survived the video, let alone surviving in this game. Really do appreciate it. Like again, just a quick reminder, if you want to subscribe, I love you. If you want to put a like in, I love you as well. But please do stay safe during this horrible epidemic, and I'll catch you at another time. Bye bye.